Welcome back. You're still tuned into the newsroom right here on ET Now. And let's now put the spotlight on a corporate. We have Mr. Gunender Kapoor, Managing Director and CEO of Vishal Mega Mart, now joining us from the sidelines of IIFL India Conference. Mr. Kapoor, thank you so much for taking your time out and joining us here on ET Now. We interacted with you a couple of days back after your third quarter results here on ET Now. And growth in the third quarter slowed down a tad bit as compared to the first half of this year. But you clearly have been focusing on expanding your presence across India. Take us through how the fourth quarter has been so far and how do you intend to end FY26? What kind of run rate are you targeting for FY27?
So firstly, I would like to clarify that our results in quarter three were quite satisfactory. The growth number that you mentioned does not take into account the fact that this year the Puja festival revenue fell into quarter two, whilst last year it had happened in quarter three. So we had stated this even while declaring our quarter two results, that we have got an extra growth in quarter two of 2.1%, which we've essentially borrowed from quarter three, because as this festival fell in quarter three last year. If you were to make that adjustment, our same-store sales growth in quarter three was 9.6%, and which is pretty much in line with our guidance and significantly superior in the context of the market. So therefore, if you were to look at the results for the first 3 quarters of the year, the first 9 months of the year, when everything gets equalized, our same-store sales growth has been north of 10%, which is exactly as per what we had said. In terms of how we see the present and the future, we are quite optimistic. There is nothing that we have seen either within the business or outside in the macro which would suggest in any which way that we should be cautious about the future. I think all the indicators are that we can be optimistic about the future. And yes, we are feeling pretty good.
Right. Mr. Kapoor, 9.6%, that's the figure you told us. That's the SSSG growth that you reported in the third quarter. Of course, that was in line with your guidance for FY26. But what about the next 2 to 3 years? Will 10% be the benchmark for SSSG growth going forward as well?
So I would just say that when we had done the IPO in December 2024, we had given a clear guideline for the foreseeable future, which included 3 elements. And this is a fairly broad guideline, which is the same-store sales growth of 10%, our EBITDA growth of 25% and our PAT growth of about 30%. Now, I may just want to add that this is for the full year, and depending on when the festival falls in each of the years, the quarter-to-quarter numbers will vary, but we pretty much are confident of the full year guidance that we had given at that stage.
Understood. So 10% is the guidance that you wish to maintain going forward as well. Mr. Kapoor, also wanted your thoughts on the kind of contribution that you generate from quick commerce sales. As a percentage of total pie, how much revenue do you generate for quick commerce and how do you intend to scale it up going forward?
So it's early days for us in quick commerce. We are rolling out quick commerce to stores as we speak. Our model is very differentiated. Our quick commerce operates from our physical stores. So therefore, we have no dark stores, and our store space and our inventory are both fungible across the physical retail and the digital commerce. So the process of rollout is on. Too premature for me to speak about numbers, but I may just add some color to that by saying that now we are present with a quick commerce offering in 500 cities in India. and it's increasing. The rollout is happening every week and every month of the year. And at this moment, we are registering growth in our stores which have a somewhat longer vintage, and the contribution of quick commerce to our total store revenue in the stores which have seen quick commerce for slightly longer periods has been as per our action standard.
Right. Mr. Kapoor, also wanted your thoughts on the kind of benefit the company has enjoyed as a result of GST rate rationalization. Has the average billing size increased after that?
So firstly, like I suppose all other companies, we passed on the entire GST benefit to our consumers and customers. And we are quite optimistic that the GST benefit, along with the income tax relief given to middle class customers as of April last year, are going to be very positive for our business and for consumer businesses at large. And in response to your earlier question, I had said that we are quite optimistic and the future.
Right, so quite optimistic, maintaining your guidance, and demand drivers continue to remain intact. That's the word coming in. Mr. Kapoor, thank you so much for taking your time out and joining us here on ET Now. So that's the word coming in from the management of Vishal Mega Mart. They're very bullish when it comes to the outlook going forward. With that, it's a wrap on this edition of the show. Thanks so much for tuning in.